Congratulations on making it to the academic bowl finals, the final round of this entire tournament. We've had, 74,000 questions or so asked? No, not that many. It feels like 74,000 questions. Here you are in the final match, the national championship of the academic bowl in the middle school. We've got Redwood from California and Middlesex from Connecticut. Those are two states that really hate each other, isn't it?
No, we really hate a state that doesn't exist.
See? Yeah. There we go. Exactly what I was saying. It's a rivalry. If it wasn't a rivalry already, we just started one. So that's good. Let's do a quick buzzer check. Starting right here, please. Over here. All right. Just the three. The water bottle is not buzzing. Fantastic. If everybody's ready, let's go ahead and get started. Toss-up number one. After being accused of using foul language in the House of Commons, this person claims to have said the words fuddle-duddle. This politician described a vision for one country as a just society in 1968 during the period of this person's namesake mania. This person... No. This person told reporters, "Just watch me," during the October crisis after an invocation of the War Measures Act. For 10 points, name this Liberal Prime Minister of Canada from 1968 to 1984 and father to current Prime Minister Justin. Trudeau is right for 10. Toss up 2. This person was the alphabetically first creator of the Greensword Plan, which was inspired by Andrew Jackson Downing. This person designed Milwaukee's Grand Necklace and Boston's Emerald Necklace. With an English partner, this person created a location whose landmarks include the Sheep Meadow and Belvedere Castle, and this person planned Morningside Park and Prospect Park. For 10 points, identify this landscape architect who worked with Calvert Vaux to co-design Central Park. No. That is Frederick Law Olmsted. Good name to remember. Smith's always at protest. Smith is always the answer. Protest denied. Toss-up 3. In 2023, a statue of this person replaced one of Robert E. Lee in Roanoke, Virginia. This person's contributions led to a 1955 breakthrough by Joe Hintiho and Albert Levon, who were able to accurately quantify human chromosome pairs. Henrietta Lacks is exactly right. Well done. Toss-up number 4. This leader was imprisoned at the Tullianum for almost 6 years before being executed. This leader was victorious at the Battle of Bergovia in 15... You got it, that's right. Toss-up number 5. This production was the most recognized musical at the 73rd Tony Awards in 2019, receiving 14 nominations and winning for Best Musical and Best Original Score. This musical started as a DIY theater project in Vermont, the home state of creator Anais Mitchell, who became the first woman in over a decade to be the solo author of a Broadway show. Set during the Great Depression, this is for 10 points. What music? It's not Newsies. What musical inspired by the myth of Orpheus and Eurydice? That is Hadestown.
No, Hadestown.
Anais Mitchell wrote it.
6. Yeah. The difference in this quality for two bonded atoms determines the bond's polarity. The greater difference for this quality implies a more polar character. It's not charge, I'll continue, of a covalent bond. And this quality is affected by the atomic number and the distance of a valence particle from the charged nucleus. The Pauling scale assigns a numerical value of this quality to each element, with the highest value belonging to chlorine. For 10 points, identify this ability of an atom to attract an electron pair towards itself. Electronegativity is right for your 10. Toss-up 7. A dome within one of these features is formed by Berkner Island. One of these features, named Thwaites, contains a portion termed Doomsday, while an example of these features, named Larsen, has begun to disintegrate. The Weddell Sea contains one of these features called Filchner-Ronne, while the largest example is named for James Clark Ross. Ice shelf is exactly what we needed for your 10. The final question of the quarter. A Chicago Tribune editorial called the large author's photo on the back cover of this children's book demonic. The title. You got it. That's right. You know your demonic children's book covers. Well done.
Okay, Scorcher at the end of the round, I have Middlesex at 40 and Redwood at 20.
40 to 20 in favor of the Connecticut team. If everybody's ready, we'll press into the second quarter. Toss up one. This person composed music to an opera that contains an aria of the falling body and the Hagar chorus. This composer worked with a librettist to create an opera about the Trinity test, which focused on J. Robert Oppenheimer. Besides the death of Klinghoffer and
Adams?
John Adams is right, your bonus. Adams' work, The Wound Dresser, takes its title and inspiration from a work by this American poet of drum taps and leaves of grass. Correct. Toss-up number two. This experiment inspired another experiment in which Joan Aurore took a concentration of HCN and NH3 and produced small amounts of adenine. This experiment was conducted to prove hypotheses by Alexander Kropotkin and J.B.S. Haldane regarding the synthesis of complex organic compounds from inorganic ones. No, I'll continue. And this experiment used 2 electrodes to imitate the conditions of prebiotic Earth. For 10 points, identify this experiment, named for 2 University of Chicago biochemists that investigated the origin of life.
William.
No, that's the Miller-Urey experiment. Toss up 3. In this mountain range, a mummy known colloquially as the Ice Maiden was found with preserved animal-style tattoos. The Ukok Plateau is found within this mountain range, where the Denisovans were.
The Urals?
No, I'll continue. Were originally found. The mountain range is the namesake of a largely discredited language family that attempted to connect Japanese, Mongolian, and Turkish. For 10 points, name this mountain range which straddles Russia, Kazakhstan, China, and Mongolia. Time. That's just a little bit late. That's the Altai Mountains. Toss up 4. This story's narrator bribes a cook at the Tombs, a jail in Lower Manhattan. That character in this story is arrested as a vagrant after an office which employs turkey and nippers moves buildings. The narrator of this story exclaims, "Ah, humanity," after learning of the death of the title character, who once worked at a dead letter office.
Bartleby the Scrivener?
Bartleby the Scrivener is right. Your bonus. In this novella by Melville, the title character is falsely charged by John Claggart of plotting a mutiny and is court-martialed after accidentally killing him. You got it. 20 points on your bonus series. Toss of 5. The initiation of this process is tightly controlled by protein complexes known as eukaryotic initiation factors. Elongation that occurs during this step of gene expression is terminated once a stop codon, such as U, A, or G, enters the A site of a ribosome.
Translation?
Translation is correct. In translation, this RNA molecule uses its anticodon loop to recognize specific mRNA codons and has an amino acid attached to one of its ends.
Uracil?
No, that's transfer RNA, like your tRNA or soluble RNA. Toss up 6. This person was invited to the U.S. to found an organization that employed Leon Garzin and Jerome Robbins. This person choreographed the Lawrence Hart and Richard Rodgers musical On Your Toes, and this person married the Norwegian Vera Zorina. This person played Drosselmeyer in the most famous onstage version of the ballet The Nutcracker. For 10 points, name this Georgian-American choreographer and dancer who co-founded, no, the New York City Ballet. That is George Balanchine. Toss up 7. One deacetylated form of this biopolymer is being studied to improve drug delivery systems, especially through the skin. Composed of N-acetyl glucosamine units, this polysaccharide is the second most abundant biopolymer on Earth, and this polysaccharide provides structural support and protection in the exoskeletons of arthropods. For 10 points, identify this long-chain polymer, a polysaccharide that makes up the main component of cell wall. Chitin is right. Chitin is the second most abundant polysaccharide in nature, behind this organic compound, the main constituent of plant cell walls.
Green matter.
Cellulose. Toss of 8. This person was raised by a family that also fostered Admiral David Dixon Porter and Commodore William D. Porter. This person commanded the Union's Gulf blockading squadron aboard the USS Hartford during the Civil War. Although elevated after the war, this person was the first naval officer in American history to hold the rank of full admiral. For 10 points, name this American military officer who reportedly said, "Damn it." Farragut is right, David G. Farragut. During the Civil War, Admiral Farragut was victorious off the coast of this southern U.S. state in the Battle of Mobile Bay. Some questions are easier than others. You got it. That's the end of the half. Your score is.
Oh, I have Middlesex at 50, and I have Redwood at 100. I got 20 at both 1, 4, 5, and
Let's take a look. Go back to it.
oh, yeah, my apologies. I have 90 for Redwood and 50 for Middlesex. My apologies.
One of the reasons we have multiple scorekeepers in the final rounds, for sure. Absolutely. I want to make sure we get it right. Is anybody else keeping score in the room by any chance? You are? Fantastic. We like being corrected when scores are wrong, for sure. We prefer to just get them right in the first place, but if we have to get them correct, we prefer that.
My apologies.
All right, then. We are choosing first. It is Redwood choosing first. Your categories will be Baroque music, Mexican states, and radioactive elements. Baroque music is your category. You ready? 60 seconds concerning music of the Baroque period. Name the highest pitched stringed instrument whose Baroque configuration uses gut strings. Flower-strewn season in the first concerto of Vivaldi's The Four Seasons title. German-British composer of water music and Messiah. Type of keyboard music for which Bach wrote a well-tempered set of preludes and fugues. Yes. German composer best known for his canon in D. Italian composer whose L'Orfeo is the oldest opera still widely performed today. Last question. You have plenty of time. That's it. Plus 20. Getting all 6 correct. Well done. All right, we'll turn the other one over. It's going to be Mexican states or radioactive elements. Mexican states, all right. You have 60 seconds concerning the United Mexican States. Name the U.S. state that follows Baja, the name of the Mexican state located largest state which borders Texas and New Mexico and shares its name with a brief toy dog. State at the tip of a large namesake peninsula, home to Cancun. Southern state, home to the Zapotecs and known for a type of soft white string cheese. State governed from Culiacan and home to a namesake cartel that was once led by El Chapo. No. State containing the resort city of Puerto Vallarta and the Expiatorio Church in Guadalajara. Last question. No. You got 4 of those right. We'll turn the other 2 over concerning the United Mexican States. Name the state governed from Culiacan and home to a namesake. Sinaloa is the cartel we were looking for. State containing the resort city of Puerto Vallarta and the Expiatorio Church in Guadalajara. Answer please. Jalisco is that one. That's correct. 20 points on your balance.
Yeah,
all right.
That is correct. It is on the Yucatan Peninsula, but I'm not sure if that's the thing.
Points are all given? Yeah, points are all given, so we're good. 190 to 90. 20 points.
So for my score check, I have 190 for Redwood, and I have 90 for Middlesex.
Well done there. Everybody ready to move on? All right, plenty of time to catch up here. Let's move on to the 4th quarter. Toss-up number 1. This person developed the idea of a rational Apollonian ideal, which was contrasted with a spontaneous Dionysian one. This continental philosopher wrote books such as Beyond Good and Evil. Sorry? You spell it for me. The spelling's not right, but I know where you're going, yes, and that is correct. I can give that to you, yes. That's good for 30. Spelling doesn't have to be exact, I just have to make sure. I couldn't quite hear what you said, so that works out well. Also, number 2. This region consists of specialized nucleosomes containing a histone H3 variant called SNPA. This region functions as a site for the assembly of kinetochores, which are protein complexes that bind to spindle fibers. This region's position, whether central, submetacentric, or telocentric, aids in classifying chromosomes within a karyotype. For 10 points, name this specialized chromosomal region that plays a major role in cell division and chromosome segregation. No. Time. That is the centromere. Toss up 3. This group existed for about 3 years and produced an almanac financed by Bernard Kohler, whose focus on children's, folk, and non-Eurocentric art was key to the development of modern abstraction. This group shares its name with a 1903 painting by one of its founding members, and 2 other. No, I'll continue. And 2 other founding members of this group, August Macke and Franz Marc, were killed in World War I. For 10 points, identify this group of German artists who were named for a colorful horseman painted by Vasily Kandinsky. No, that's the Blue Rider, the Blau Reiter, the German. For that, toss-up number 4. This leader was accused of orchestrating the Bukurahundi genocide in Matabeleland, which involved the use of the North Korean trained 5th Brigade. This leader was ousted in a coup that replaced him with Emerson. You got it for 30.
Nice.
Toss up 5. During a period of this era, the Earth experienced the expansion of vast coniferous forests, and another period of this era was characterized by the presence of species such as the Stegosaurus and the Allosaurus.
Jurassic.
No, I'll continue. This era, which also experienced the breakup of the supercontinent Pangaea, ended with a massive extinction event at the end of the Cretaceous period. For 10 points, identify this geological era of reptiles comprised of the Triassic and Jurassic period. That's correct, yes. Good for 10. Toss of 6. This children's book was adapted into a 2016 Amazon Prime special. 30.
Nice. Let's go.
Toss up 7. This group of animals has a muscular third stomach called the omasum, which is located between the reticulum and the abomasum. This group of animals exhibits a distinctive pattern of cud-chewing behavior in which they spend in which they spend extended periods regurgitating, rechewing, and swallowing partially digested food. I can't anti-prompt here.
Like cows? Cattle?
Anti-prompt.
Cows?
No, sorry, ruminants is what we were looking for. Toss of 8. George Percy gave some descriptions of this period from which investigators discovered a girl named Jane in 2013. The failure of the Sea Venture to arrive in the third supply caused this period, which was ameliorated with the arrival of Thomas West, Baron de la Warre. This period ended when survivors tried to sail to Chesapeake Bay, but were stopped. Stopped by Francis West. For 10 points, named the 1609 to 1610 period of hunger faced by colonists in Jamestown. It's called the starving time. That is correct. That's my final question. Congratulations. Great job. And awards will be in the big room here momentarily.